And we are green. Evenly start inside line with the edge.
Mark Jackson just slower than Wesley Hollander.
Drivers around the corners as long as they hit the...
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the Over the Top Designs Loose Lugnuts Tuesday night Throwback Series. Time to go racing, our season opener here at North Wilkesbor Speedway. It's been a while. We had a couple of recruitment races. We took some weeks off. Now we're back, getting ready to start up the season. And I tell you what, right off the bat, we take a look whenever we can catch up to Mitchell here, wherever he may be on the racetrack. See Mitchell there in the 02, your winner from the Richmond recruitment race. I told you then, sent a letter of intent to the league, and so far, well, he's lived up to it. He's fastest on the board here in practice at North Wilkesboro in that Mountain Dew double or 02 machines. He gets in the wall, dang on it, man, putting the spotlight on you, got in the wall, but tell you what, I think that car is going to be fast all night long. These guys have got their hands full here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And without further ado, let's grab the driver of that 02, Reeves, and get a word with him.
I'm leaving it where it's at.
Hey, buddy, it's Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
Alrighty, man. Well, you know, you went out Richmond. You pretty much put on a clinic there. I said it on air then that you were sending a message to the league. Well, we're starting here at North Wilkesboro, and guess what? You're on top of the board, bud.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stay there. You know, this is a new track for a lot of us. A lot of people have just bought this today. This is actually my first majority laps here. We really are struggling, and I'm sure this will help the viewers kind of while they're watching, but really struggling trying to find the kind of a groove after about 30 laps or so on these tires. We seem to kind of get phantom loose in the center, so we've been kind of messing with the brake bias, trying to work on that a little bit. But as the run progresses, it'll be pretty interesting. A lot of us are very even on the start of these runs. I've seen very, very early, so it'll be a lot of good racing, I think, off some restarts for sure.
All right, you talked about the cars getting a loose center exit. I know from my own personal experience, same thing happened to me. And finding a line that works that don't happen to you here, especially in these 87 cars, that's hard to do.
Yes, I agree. And there's right now, Matt, it's really looking like the bottom and the middle is the two preferred lines. Right now, it's looking like, if you see a guy try to make a pass on the bottom, don't be surprised if that guy on the middle kind of pinches. Me and some teammates were trying that earlier, and it really kills the run if somebody pinches you down there on the bottom because you can't get that run off. So it's looking like the middle is going to kind of sort of be the dominant line tonight, but I think a lot of your passing is going to be obviously on the low side on the exit. But as the tires wear off, it's going to get very interesting for sure.
All righty, man. We're going to let you go get focused on qualifying, buddy, and good luck to you, my man.
Thanks, man.
All right, there you have it, the driver of that O2 machine. It's just like we talked about, guys. We said it earlier on in the night, coming here. First race of the year, momentum's going to be huge, but talking time is over. We're going to go qualifying here. Who is going to set the fastest time to lead them to green here? Race number 1. And we're going to get qualifying underway right about now as we get ready to go. Everybody lined up and getting ready to roll. And we'll have a number of names. We'll have to get that fixed here in a moment. But right now, we're going to take a look at the O2 as he rolls out on the racing surface. And again, I've got to believe Reeves has got this figured out enough to put the car on pole, but you got another fast car right there in the 76 of Ronald along with Jeffrey Wood. He was pretty strong in preseason. Right now, as we work our way onto the racing surface, Jack Watts also on track in that 77 Bud machine. Who is going to put it on top of the pole here tonight? And right now, it is going to be Reeves across the stripe. Let's see what he can get. 19-0. He's going to get loose, though. Lap number 2, not going to be as good as lap 1. He got loose. And Jeff D. Merck got to the top of the board, 18.8. I think the O2 is going to back off of it and kind of wait. See John right here in the 01 turning his lap in as he's using more of that top upper lane here tonight. A different lane for him in that 01 machine. And the 01 doing a great job holding that line, but he is going to end that one camera. I do not like it. You see the 01 working his way through right now, crossing the stripe. E10. Still at the top of the board, Jeff and Ronald down up there in that P2 spot, dropping Mitchell Reeves down to 3rd. Reeves in the O2 at the end of pit road. Doesn't look like he's going to go back out. Scott there on the racetrack, that number 46 machine. And let's see what he can come up with. In the number 46, he'll roll the bottom here and at the stripe. Scott, pretty good run. He'll go to 6th here on the board. The good run for the 46 puts him inside the top 10. And right now, as we take a look, Haynes in the 199 setting in 4th. Only one car has not qualified yet. That's the 09 machine. And he is actually sitting there, so I don't try anything. There he goes. He'll roll now. That's the 09 of Andrew. Let's see what he can come up with. Actually, the 12 has not qualified either, but he is not on track. That old Milwaukee number 09 on track here. Crosses the stripe to start his lap. See what Andrew can come up with out of turn number 1 and 2. And it looks like right now top of the board is Andrew. Hang on to it, buddy. Good save from Andrew there. He'll hang on to it as they work their way down the front straightaway across the stripe. 1 minute left in qualifying, but it looks like if nobody else tries to turn in a time or anything of the sort, Jeff will grab the pole here tonight, putting that car on pole for the season opener. Good job for Jeff putting it on top of the board here. And indeed, it does look like that's pretty much going to be it here. 77 Budweiser machine sitting at the end of pit road. And let's take a look. Let's grab Jeff if we can right quick before the racing action starts. Here in just a moment out of that over-the-top motorsports stable. Hey Jeff, Matt up in the booth. Get a copy?
Yeah, I do, Mr. Matt. How's it going?
Well, buddy, you outran your teammate and got the pole. What about that?
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of that. First race here in the 87 series. I paid a race here at the famous North Wilkesboro Speedway. She's flat, fast, and loose. So we'll see what we got for him in the race.
Well, again, congratulations, man. You grabbed the pole, Jeff. Again, congrats on that. Outran your teammates to do it, but we'll see how you do in the race and see how it all works out, buddy.
Yeah, Matt, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, it's a big shout out to all our teammates over here at Overtop Motorsports. Me, Ronald Klein, Mitchell Reeves, we're all teammates, and we took the top 3 spots in qualifying. So as a team, we're real proud of that.
All righty, man. We're going to let you go race here, and good luck to all of you guys down there. All right, we're going to get them gridded up here in just a moment. Let's take a look at your starting grid here tonight at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Everybody getting ready to go as we're sitting on the front grid here. You see them right there as they're loading up right now, getting ready to go racing for what should be roughly 125 of laps of insane bumper-to-bumper racing at this old worn-out surface known as North Wilkesboro. Boy, oh boy, hard to drive cars, a really worn-out surface, and we're going to get ready to go green flag racing in a moment. Let's take a look at your qualifying order. Row number 1. Again, we just talked to him. Jeff there getting the pole. Ronald Klein to his outside. One teammate starting row number 2. His other teammate, Mr. Reeves, takes home 3rd here in qualifying. Rob Haynes in 4th. Starting row number 5, Jack Watts. Scott Patton in 6th. 7th, Jeffrey Wood. John 8th. 9th, Ray Richard. Real Willie back there in 10th. 11th is Judd Danielson. Matthew Allen 12th. 13th is Andrew and Trent 14th. Rounds out your 14 cars. Coming at you for 125 laps tonight. Field circulating behind the iRacing pace car here as we get ready to go. Racing here at North Wilkesboro. We'll see them come by here. They'll get the 1 to go. 1 lap to go as the field circulates by here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. So as we come through turn number 2, lights are off on the iRacing pace car. Fans on your feet, the loose lug nuts, over the top designs. Tuesday night Throwback Series is coming to green here out of turn number 4. You'll see the field headed toward your way here in just a moment. And ready, green is out. We are underway. Here's the season opener in North Wilkesboro. Great start here for everybody. They'll thunder by turns 1 and 2. You see everybody working their way through 1 and 2 right now. Trying to get it in line and work it out. And that camera is completely broken out of turn number 3. We're not going to stay with that one tonight. Right now, Rob Haynes right there in line with the 0-2. Rob Haynes sitting right there in the line in that number 195. Reeves right there in the 0-2 machine as well. Second lap of the night already in the books, and Reeves sitting in 3rd, trying to move forward. What about Haynes back there in that 199? Scott right there in line, also single file line up front. Let's hop on board with that 0-2 machine. On board here with the 0-2 as they work their way down the front straightaway here. 4 laps of 125 in the books tonight. Who's in that middle lane is Reeves, right behind his teammates. Pretty good solid line for him right now as he works his way around this race course. Line right there in front of him. Line right there in the 76 machine hanging on. Front of the field, a little bit of a battle there with the 46. Scott trying to work to the bottom here. He'll get down there underneath the 0-2. Reeves dropping back. Haynes trying to follow through. Can't do it. Good pass there for Scott. Move him into the top 4. Everybody's 6 laps in the books here already. Reeves hanging on just outside of the top 4, battling behind him. That's Wood back here in the 64 machine going at it right behind the 77 Watts. Watts going to worship the racetrack just a little bit. Lap number 7 on the board. 7 laps already in the books here, side by side up in front of them. That is going to be Reeves right behind that battle of Scott and Klein. Klein dropping back on the top side. So the over the top motorsports cars started 1, 2, 3, and right now Scott Patton breaking up that party, working his way into second, and almost clear. Don't have it. He'll have to hold the bottom lane here. Didn't have room to slide up. Now he'll slide up and take that spot. So Patton slides up, takes the spot. Meanwhile, Danielson back here in the battle alongside Wood in the 64. Danielson drawing it kind of even. Ooh, Danielson gets clear. Wood got in the outside wall there. What a mess there is back here. The 77 falling back. They doing a good job keeping it green here for the first 10 laps at North Wilkesboro. Meanwhile, up front, Jeff pulling away. You're not missing anything. The 01 in the midst of a battle there. That is John. On the top, Danielson able to pull underneath of him. There's some cars starting in the back here, working their way to the front very slowly, but getting there. And right now, it's side by side. Danielson on the bottom, easing his way through. Down the back straightaway, side by side, headed for 3 and 4. That battle right here, the 199 of Haynes and Danielson going at it. John right there on the back, top of the back as well. Great battle right here at North Wilkesboro, 12 of 125 in the books. Meanwhile, out front, a little bit of a gap building, not missing anything out there. And a bit of a battle up in front of them. That's Klein trying to get back around a lap. Car trouble, front straightaway, and I believe that may have been Danielson getting sideways. Indeed it was. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Danielson. He straightened it out. Just completely out sideways out of turn number 4, excuse me. He gathered it back up. Keeps it rolling here, 14 complete. Meanwhile, up front, race leader Jeff is just inching away in that Pepsi number 60 machine. Right now, a gap of a 2.3 second lead. And here at North Wilkesboro, that might as well be a million miles away for these guys behind him. But back here, some great battling. That's going to be Reeves and Klein. Teammates going at it. I'm sure they'll be nice to one another. Give each other a spot. Haynes right behind him. No reason for them to battle. Haynes right there in that 5th spot. John in 6th. Jack Watts 7th. Jeffrey Wood in 8th. So 16 of 125 laps complete already. Season opener for the Lugnuts Throwback Series, brought to you by the Top Designs. I tell you what, already been a great night of racing action. Just 17 laps in. I want to give a shout out to the chat, everyone watching, checking this one out tonight. Again, it's going to be a great season. And next week we head off to Atlanta Motor Speedway for round number 2. 18 on the board of 125 here tonight. The 77 Jack Watts up the racetrack. He'll hang on to it. And let's hop on board with somebody like, let's see Haynes here. Actually, look what it looks like behind him as he's got the 01 right there on his back bumper. That Chevrolet putting some pressure to the back bumper of Haynes right now as they work their way through. Lap number 19 on the board. And great racing action here so far tonight. It's been a lot of fun to call. And the field will work their way off of the corner back down the straightaway one more time here. So that's that 199 Castrol machine working his way out of turn number 4 of Haynes. And you can see right there as the field works their way by him. The deal 155 complete. And let's let them thunder by us here as we look at the front straightaway right now. You see that gap up front, the rest of the field kind of spread out. Then you got this group of 4 or 5 cars that's coming right towards you. Oh, there went the camera. Rip, there goes our camera. First time tonight, camera down. As Rob Haynes sits in 5th, Reeves right there in 4th, and the 02 trying to hang on as well. Reeves doing a great job right behind Klein. 23 of 125 is going to be complete next time by. So without a doubt, if the yellow comes out this time by, or any time in the next 5-10 laps, without a doubt, everybody's coming down the pit road for fresh tires. Tires here in these 87s is going to mean a lot. The leader's about 6 tenths slower than his fastest lap at this point. So you're starting to see the tires fall off more and more. See the brake loaders rotting up on that number 60 Pepsi machine of Jeff up front, Patton in second. On Klein third, Mitchell Reeves in fourth. Those teammates nose to tail behind him. Rob Haynes having a good run again. We're going to put 25 on the board next time by. Of 125 here tonight. John in sixth, Jack Watts in seventh, Andrew in eighth. Ray Richard back here in that 44 machine hanging on there. Having a decent run inside the top 10 with Jeffrey Wood behind him. So inside the top 10, pretty good run here tonight. As their nose to tail here, working that middle lane. I'm not seeing anybody use the low lane really except the leader. Able to get all 4 tires down there in that bottom lane. Really having to work to get that car down there too. Really have to let off the gas. Straighten the wheels up to get up off the corner without spinning those rear tires and that car coming around on him. And he's able to get right down there at that white line. Scott able to do the same there in 1 and 2. So these two cars setting themselves apart from basically everybody else. Because look how much further up they are. They're half a lane to a full lane up. They just can't get down there around the bottom like your leaders can, right? Last time by, leader ran a 20.2. Scott Patton ran a 20.1, and Ronald Klein on back ran 5 a 23. So you can see that lower lane is definitely faster right now that these race leaders are using. And so right now, Wally is 13 seconds off the leader. The next few laps, I would imagine he'll be going a lap down. As you see right now, your race leader in the 60 still working that inside lane and doing a good job. Patton right there behind him. Kind of monkey see, monkey do up front right now, 30 complete. Tell you what, I kind of thought Klein and Reeves would be a bit quicker here tonight than what they are right now in the first 31 laps. Or they've fallen off. They're still using that upper lane that doesn't seem to be working as well as what I figured it would. I figured the upper lane, middle to upper lane would probably be your preferred, but it's not turning out that way. Turning out that low line is the way to go if you can get your car down there. And just doesn't look like anybody, fourth on back can get down there. They're all a lane to a half a lane higher. As Jeff out front, still doing the exact same thing, right around the bottom. You'll see the difference in turn 1. See how he arcs the car in, gets it way down there next to that white line. Now let's go look at Reeves. As his entry quite a bit higher. Klein right there and a couple more. Rob right there in 5th, John and Andrew. Those guys battling it out, the 2009 machine. Andrew on the bottom, 34 of 100 complete here tonight. 34 of 100 complete. 09 works his way through John, drops back to 7th. Andrew up to 6th. Rob Haynes right there in front of him. I tell you what, great racing. Here comes Reeves putting some more pressure on his teammate. Trying to get something done. Still on the back bumper of the 76 right now. Haynes doing a great job following in the line. But Jeff out front still with the race lead. Still doing a good job pulling away. Wally back here, last car on the lead lap. As we got trouble in front of Wally, that is the 07 machine of Matthew Allen. Gathering it up though, he's already 1 lap down, getting ready to go 2. See back here is Jeff as he works his way into 1 and 2. And again, gap up front. Haynes right now in 6th. Trying to inch his way forward. 37 of 125 complete tonight. And I'm pretty sure fuel, they should be good on fuel the rest of the way. As you see Reeves up the racetrack in the 02. He will have the 09 of Andrew underneath of him. Andrew again able to get the car to the bottom. We'll see if he'll pull the pass off. Can't do it. Running on the bottom, passing on the bottom seems to be a bit different. Running down there, if you've got the room to come off the corner and widen the exit out, you're okay. But if you're just passing down there and you don't have that room to come straight up off the corner and kind of straighten it out, it makes it very difficult. As we're nose to tail, Klein leading the parade here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Good little party right here around that spot now. The 09 machine of Andrew trying to get to the bottom of Klein, and let's see if he can do it. You got to get the power down on exit, and it's the same thing, right? That outside line is able to fight back with the momentum. So right now, the 76 on the top. On the bottom right now, Andrew, they'll fight side by side down the front straightaway. 42 of 150 or 125 on the board this time by as the field circulates. Field circulates through 42 will go on the board. And like I said before, I'm 99% sure fuel should be able to make it on 125 laps here at North Wilkesbor. As they work their way through. Pass right there, you see it as Andrew pulls away to 3rd. This group of cars 9 seconds off your race leaders. But I'll tell you what, Patton closing the gap down on Jeff up front. See it right there, that's the gap right in front of him to the race leader. And as it sets right now, these two out here by themselves can pretty much decide this thing on their own. We don't have a yellow. These two are in perfect position. As you see, working their way into 1 and 2 here. The 46 machine, good run for him. Got just right there behind your race leader, just by a little ways. And they're actually going to come up on some lap traffic here in a moment. Jeff's going to be the first one to kind of encounter that. That's Matthew Allen. He's got to work his way by. Allen to his top side. And you see how hard it is even for the leader to use the inside to get by someone. That holds him up quite a bit. And we're going to see how long it takes him to get around this lap car. And this is not good. This is not good for Jeff. He needs to get clear of lap traffic here. And he's sideways again, trying to use the bottom. Can't do it to get clear. And look at the gap closing now. Here comes Patton. Man, oh man, this is costing him a ton of time. Sideways once again. Jeff's got to be beating on that steering wheel. He's got to be talking to Matthew Allen over at iRacing Jack. Come on, buddy, let me go. And Allen is not doing that at all. And it is fixing to cost Jeff a spot. Because Patton is now there. Patton can get to his outside and pinch him down there. Man, oh man, racing through traffic. That gap is now closed to next to nothing. Here comes the 46 trying to work the middle lane. Oh, so close right now. And you can see right in front of the 46, Scott Patton. Working his way now to the outside. Can he get there? We're going to ride on board as he's right behind the 60 now of Mr. Jeff. Jeff hanging on. Can he do it? No, both cars to the bottom. They just can't get by this lap traffic. Now to the top sides goes Patton trying to work the middle lane. Now both cars getting by. Looks like the lap traffic finally eating and getting over out of the way there to let these guys go. But this battle for the race lead is now on top of each other. After working their way through lap traffic, we got a car on pit road. That is Allen coming down pit road. It just went 2 laps down. Now both your leaders nose to tail off of turn number 2. getting a little bit sideways. Here comes Patton. Patton trying to size him up. Patton to the bottom now, but again, we've talked about that inside lane not working. Sideways for Patton, and can't do it. Cannot get down there on the bottom under another car. There's no way. Not with this many laps on these tires. They've got a 7-second gap over anybody behind them. So they're in good shape right now at 53 complete of 120. They don't have to push the issue. They're going to run into more lap traffic here in just a moment. Race leader is coming down the back straightaway to put 54 on the board this time by. Again, it's been great racing so far. We've completed 54 laps here at North Wilkesboro. 54 complete. Let's take a look. 72 to go. And man, I don't know what to say right now at this point. This has been absolutely insane so far. As you see the 46 pulling back away from Jeff, and Jeff made the mistake. And around he went. I looked at my telemetry for a second. What in the world? But just finally got too loose. One more look at it. I don't think they were contacted the race leaders. But out of the lead, and around he went. There's 4 of them rear tires out. Caution here, 55 complete. One more look at it. Gonna see right here, look, just got on the gas pedal a little too hard, right around the white line. Around goes that Pepsi machine. Caution is out, lap number 56. So out of the race lead, it goes Jeff. But everybody will come down the pit road. He did stay on the lead lap. Everybody on the lead lap to pit road. 4 fresh tires and fuel. And we'll get them back out there here. So again, we ran 56 laps on that run. Tires pretty worn. And doing the 09, staying out of extra lap. Looks like Scott will get the race lead. Scott will be your leader here when it all cycles through. And let's see who we can get a word with in the group here for just a moment. Grab Jeffrey. Hey Jeffrey, Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty, buddy. Looks like you got a little bit loose coming off the corner, spun the tires a bit. Hey, y'all were having a time trying to fight your way through lap traffic there.
Yeah, the 07, I mean, he was running up high, and I mean, he just had the preferred line off the corner. We couldn't really get by him. Really ate up my right rear trying to get around him, and then it melted it. And then when I come off the corner, it started sliding, couldn't stop it, looped it around. That's what brought out the caution. So now a bunch of us got caught a lap down because of the pace car. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
Alrighty, man. Well, best of luck going forward, buddy.
Thanks, Matt.
Alright, there you have it. Jeffrey there explaining to us there, just burnt the tire up. And right now we got a bit of a issue with the pace car they're trying to work out. It's actually on the map here. 59 of 60, or 59 of 125 complete. Seeing guys getting waved around here. Scott should come through to take up the lead. Rivas to second. Andrew would be third. They're going to have to wave off this restart. I don't think everybody's going to be caught up in time. This is going to be dicey. Half the field's not here, and we're going green. Yellow or green is out. Scott able to take over the race lead. But look at the gap back here. A huge gap. Some of these guys that got waved around the pace car, that is not going to be good. Jeffrey back here, he's about 9/10 of a second, so they were a bit spread out. Jeff Hatton is back about 6 seconds off the leader. So definitely a gap there when they came to green, getting them rubbed in around the pace car. And right now, Mitchell Reeves is sitting in second, 62 of 125 complete. So right now, the guy that was leading before that caution, Jeff, is now 7 seconds off your leader. Again, they waved him around the pace car. They just ran out of time to get there. That's the way it goes sometimes. Got Patton out in front. Mitchell Reeves in second. 63 of 125 laps complete here tonight, inching our way closer and closer to halfway. Top three under a blanket, and then the 09 there, right there, and the 07 back there having a rough go at it as well. So right now, everybody trying to figure it all out as we continue to run here. 165 of 125 complete, nose to tail up front. John setting fifth in the 01. Ray Richard setting in sixth. Jeffrey Wood in seventh in that number 64 machine. And Jeff has gotten it down to 6 points off of Andrew setting in third. 66 on 125 complete. Great opportunity for these top three to kind of check out and settle it among themselves here. 67 on the board. On board here with Andrews. He works his way through 3 and 4. Reeves, though, trying to make the move on your race leader. See that Stone River number 46 of Patton out front. Patton hanging on out front right now, looking back behind his car. That's Reeves putting the pressure on him. 68 on the board this time by. Still great battling up front. Reeves right there to his back bumper. Good run for the 02. Great check up there not to run over him. And again, these front couple of cars really going at it. 69 on the board. And Reeves sees his opportunity. He's got that 46 right in front of him. Just get to him here. 69 of 125 complete. And Reeves ducks down low, trying to get the run here on the 46 Stone River machine of Scott Patton. Patton right there in front of him, 70 on the board. We're in the second half of this one now. Time's starting to run short for these guys. Who is going to be the person to win round number 1? We're about to find out as they work our way off of turn number 4 once again. Right now, top 3 nose to tail. Not much battles going on around the racetrack anywhere else. See the 46 sail out front. Jeff has cut the gap down to 5.5 seconds. Still the fastest car on the racetrack right now is that number 60 Pepsi machine. But he's going to need a caution to get back up there in this one, I do believe. Not going to have enough time to run him down on speed. Definitely, if we get a yellow, he could be right there with these top 3. Top 3 up by right now 5.6 seconds over Jeff in 4th. The top 3 right now, nose to tail. Actually, it looks like Scott might be holding up Reeves just a little bit. Reeves right there behind him. 74 of 125 complete. Again, 74 of 125 laps in the books here tonight. Reeves doing a great job hanging on out in front of this field. Or out in second, trying to run down Patton. Patton doing a good job hanging on in front of him again. Top 3 has separated themselves by 5.7 seconds over Jeff and John, 4th and 5th. Here it comes. Mitchell Reeves looking to the bottom. Scott Patton. Patton doing a good job holding him back here, back there right now. Lap number 76 on the board. Patton pulls away as Reeves got a little bit sideways there off turn 2. We've got lap traffic, and we've seen it play a huge factor earlier. Are we about to see a repeat of earlier on in this race as they work their way through 1 and 2? Off of turn number 2. Nose to tail up front still. Flat traffic right there in front of them. And good move to the bottom for Patent. And nicely done by the lap car. That's Trent there in the 12 getting way up out of the way. Good move letting these guys race their way by. We'll see if anybody else has the same amount of luck here. Reeves starting to get sideways off the corner. Next car to go a lap down will be Wally in the 15 Ford machine. Or excuse me, the 75 Ford machine. Then it would be Jack Watts again. That would be the next car to go one out. And 80 on the board this time by. 80 at 125 complete. Out front the 46 of Scott Patton. Patton out in front. Reeves in second. Reeves has got a challenger between with Andrew. It's going to be a 3-car dance up front right now as we cross the stripe once again. 3 cars right there under a blanket. Top of the field here out of turn number 2. Of course, Extreme Sim TV, your home for the Tuesday night throwback series all season long this season. And right now, everybody knows to tail. 82 of 125. And nose to tail right now, bumper to bumper out of turn number 4. 83 on the board. Scott doing a great job holding these people. Excuse me, folks. Scott doing a great job holding these two off right now at 83 laps complete. I really felt like he was the slower of the 3 cars up front, but he's holding them back there and doing a really nice job of it. And time running out for everybody else. Scott Patton hanging on to the front of the field. Now off of turn number 4. Or loose. That's going to be Reeves. Andrew right behind him. All right, folks, we're going to go crank it up right real quick. From North Wilkesbor, we'll be back in a moment. All right, back here at North Wilkesboro, continuing along here. Battle up front, still heavy duty between the top 2 now. This top 2 has separated themselves from Andrew. Andrew right there behind them, and you see them working their way off of turn number 4. A little bit of a gap developing right now in these top 2 cars. Meanwhile, John right on the back bumper of Jeffrey Wood. He's ran him down. Good little battle right now between 7th and 6th. Wood right there in front of him in that 64 machine. They had 90 on the board of 125 tonight. Scott continuing out front, 91 on the board this time by. Scott just keeping it nice and smooth. He's got wrap traffic right there in front of him. See how he negotiates his way through this. He does a good job. Battle brewing for second here. And Mitchell not going to be so rookie. He's going to get caught on the inside just a little bit. But he'll work his way through all 3 front runners to the bottom and clear. Going to leave Jack Watts, the next car to be 1 lap down here tonight. Watts right now sitting in 8th. Scott still hanging on to the race lead. This battle has been brewing since the restart. The top 3 split away from the field. And now the top 2 is Andrew is falling off. Looks like Andrew had a problem. Go take a look here. Oh, indeed, Andrew did have a problem. Let's take a look at what happened. Ooh, a little contact there from a lap car put Andrew in the outside wall. So your 3rd place car getting turned by the lap car of Wally. No caution. But that's going to effectively end his hopes here. As right now, he's going to be 5 seconds back. Well, now a 2-horse race up front. It's going to be Scott versus Mitchell Reeves. Reeves, of course, winning at Richmond. Scott hanging that car out a little bit sideways there through the middle of 1 and 2, hanging on to it. Right now fighting their way through, right now the 46 on the bottom. As they inch their way through right now, both cars, both your leaders on the bottom of lap traffic. That got a little dicey as they couldn't come up at all. 46 was looking for running room, didn't have it. Man, oh man, here we go. Back through lap traffic once again. We've seen it earlier tonight play a big role in how this shapes out. Now, same situation as Ronald in the 76. And I tell you what, Ronald is not going to at all give that 46 a break. That's his teammate right there running 2nd. He tried to help him. No, let's see what Ronald does with his teammate. Bet you Ronald gets up out of the way nice and big. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Perfect teammate racing right there. Ronald did the best he could to hold up the leader. Then got up out of the way for his teammate. That's what you want to do if you're on a team. Some may not like it, but that's team racing, folks. That's how you help your teammate. That is exactly what you do if you've got a teammate in this situation. Now, as we cross the stripe once again, 100 on the board this time by. And it will be just shy of 25 to go at North Wilkesboro. Who is going to take it home? Right now, it's a 2-man show. Now they'll run down the 01 of John to put him a lap down. Another lap traffic car right up in front of them. Again, 1 caution on the evening. Right now, everybody fighting their way through. Reeves on the top, trying to split the middle. Can't do it. Maybe he can. He's looking for running room. Now 3 wide with lap traffic. This could be big. Into turn 4. Reeves backs out of it. Smart move by Reeves. Getting on the brakes and letting it go. That could have been disaster off in 3 and 4. Now, just shy. 25 to go here at North Wilkesboro. Right now, your race leader, Scott Patton, hanging on to this one. Patton out in front. Nose to tail. 103 of 125 complete here tonight. And right now, Mr. Reeves tried to come up with a way to get by Patton. Patton doing a great job hanging on to the front of the pack. Right now, everybody fighting their way through 104 of 125 complete. Patton, a little out of shape, and around he goes. New race leader, give it to Reeves. And the question was there contact before he got loose or just afterwards? We'll go back and take a look at it here. I believe contact was made afterwards. Go back about 5 more seconds here. It was a battle for the race lead. He's completely sideways, still no contact. Here comes Reeves, and Reeves tagged him, but it was after he was already completely sideways. Shoved Patton down into the grass. And I think it's the same thing that happened to Jeff earlier on where the tires got worn out. Now Reeves out in front of this thing with what's going to be 19 to go. Reeves on pace to walk away with this one. 19 laps to go. Now he's praying for no caution for the last 19. As we look back through the pack, that's Jeff running down Scott here. Jeff with a shot to get back into the top 3 after everything he has been through. 18 laps to go at North Wilkesboro. And right now we have 7 cars on the lead lap. 77 Budweiser Machine had Jack, the last car on the lead lap. And the gap right now up front, 4.2 seconds to your race leader. And right now, look at Andrew working his way into second, survived most of the night. Got damage on that right rear quarter panel, but he is still hanging on with 17 laps to go. Here comes Wally in the 75, working his way forward. Out front right now, Reeves hanging on to the race lead here, getting late in the going, 16 to go. Reeves out in front of this thing, 15 laps to go, praying for no caution. I know Joshua Medlock down there in the comments, along with everybody sitting there thinking, what if there's a caution? Well, Josh, this is the part where I'll consult with you. You're driver of one of these cars. 15 to go. We get a late race caution. Do come put tires on this car. All off here is something like, around a second. We've ran 56 laps on these tires. If we get a late race caution, that's going to be the question. Coming to 13 to go. And right now, Ray Richard back here having a good run in the top 5. Jeff in the top 5 as well, trying to run down Scott, trying to pick up a spot. But I tell you what, out in front, Reeves is just hanging on, praying that it stays green the rest of the way. He got the win at Richmond. Now, in the first race of the year, already setting his sights on victory. Coming to 11 laps to go this time by. Man, oh man, Reeves out front in that number 02 Mountain Dew machine. Reeves down the front straightaway, count them, 11 laps to go here. 64 Skull Bandit machine up to the racetrack at Jeffrey Wood. He'll let him go. And nice, cleanly done. He's got clear racetrack until he catches Ray Richard in the top 5 here. The Richard right there in front of him in the top 5, but Reeves pulling away right now. And there's really no battles to speak of around the racetrack right now. Except for maybe this one right here. That's for position. That's Trent and Wally going at it. And I know your race leader right now has got to be looking at his mirror thinking, guys, just keep it clean for 9 more laps. That's all he needs, 9 laps to get it done here. Selfishly, I'd kind of love to see a caution at this point, because it'd be interesting to see what people would do for tire strategy here at this point. Right now, 8 laps to go this time by. 8 to go. Everybody hanging on. Here comes the run from 12. Trying to look for a position. Meanwhile, missing nothing out front. Bit of battling. Actually, there comes your leader, speaking of him, in the 46. The third place car, excuse me. In the 46, your leader out front having a great run. As we tune back into this battle with Wally, John, some of these guys right here, Trent, pretty relatively close together with 7 laps to go. There's a 75 up the racetrack. This might be the opportunity Trent wants to grab Knight. He can get to the car underneath with 6 to go. And easy does it right now. 6 laps to go. Again, some cars right here in this little group side by side. No caution. That is all your race leader wants. wants to wind this thing out. That's Klein there on the outside. Expected Ronald Klein to have a better night than what he's had. And we got trouble right below Klein. Hang on to it. They're going to check up. They'll hang on to it. That's a 75 getting in the back of him. That could have been big. With 5 laps to go, it was actually the 09 getting loose. He is, his tires are shot. You can see it here. Wally out of shape out of 4. Everybody on ice skates out there. The one person that does not want to see a yellow is your race leader, Reeves. Reeves just wants to run these final 4 laps out. Now 3 to go for Reeves. Reeves trying to start out the night where he left off at Richmond. Out front, pulling away. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's coming by to see 2 laps to go. As long as he don't see a caution, he's in good shape. He's got a 6-second lead. Down the back straightaway here, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Reeves will come off of turn 4. You'll see the white flag wave. He's got 1 lap to go. He's just got to keep this car underneath of him. Reeves off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. He got the win at Richmond in preseason. He comes into North Wilkesboro for the season opener. And out of turn number 4, Mitchell Reeves gets it done. Here tonight winning the season opener. The over-the-top design for the Loose Lugnuts Tuesday night Throwback Series. Congratulations to the 02 Mitchell Reeves getting it done here tonight. Scott Patton coming home 2nd. Andrew coming home 3rd. And let's go ahead and get ready to do your post-race interview with your race leader, Mitchell Reeves. Or race winner Mitchell Reeves. Led 22 laps here tonight. Wow, what a night. My camera worked out pretty good. Wish Reeves was on the other side. Alright, let's get Mitchell up here. Hey Reeves, you got a copy?
Yeah, we got you, man.
Alrighty, great job coming on with the win tonight. Congratulations. I got a weird request for you though. Can you pull your car around to the top side of the 09 right quick? My camera's kind of off.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, buddy. Great job here tonight, bud. Man, what a run it was here tonight. Let's see. There we go. Perfect screenshot. There we are. But great run here tonight, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a battle for sure. You know, that first run we took it, I think, a little too easy. You know, we stayed pretty conservative there, and Jeffrey Merck and Scott Patton, you know, really stretched it out on us, and we started digging it after about 30 laps, trying to catch back up, and saw that there was a lot more speed on the bottom, and the tire give out wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. So, you know, after that caution, it was a really odd caution, you know, with the pits open much quicker than I think everybody anticipated, and with it being such a short track, it put a couple of people a lap down and really made it a race between me, the 46, and Schulte. And Scott got loose, I think, there a time in 1, and I did everything I could to check up not to hit him, and I don't know if I bumped him or not, but I really hated to see that because I think it was going to be a heck of a race to the end. But to grab and win our first race out, definitely a good start, and hopefully we can keep doing it.
Yeah, you talked about that restart just a bit, and I'll kind of backtrack to that. You know, as y'all were coming to green, I made mention everybody was completely caught up. I believe it was Jeff still trying to get caught up. Due to that restart, it really changed the outcome of this race.
Yeah, it really stretched it out, and I saw the kind of the confusion. I don't think everybody really realized that they needed to get past the pace car, that they were going to get the wave around back. And I knew when we were that far stretched out that this was probably going to be our last restart. So, you know, I kind of went against my gut, and that was to be easy because I didn't want to lose Scott Patton, and I wanted to try to keep the pressure on him that whole run, and I feel like I did a decent job at that with him and Schulte being teammates. I knew my odds were against me, but it's just kind of a learning curve. This is a new track, and I'm sure next race, if we have that issue again, the admins will resolve it for sure. So.
All righty, man. Well, great win nonetheless. I said it whenever you won Richmond there in that preseason race. I said you sent a letter of intent to the league. But I think you followed through on your intent tonight, buddy.
Yeah, and you've got to. There's some tough guys. I feel like Scott Patton is probably a force to be reckoned with. I think to me, he's probably the most talented driver in this series. So, definitely I feel like me and him got a lot of battles to come, including Andrew Schulte, Merck, and the rest of the guys in here. But if we can keep staying up front and doing what we do, hopefully we'll be sitting at the top of the mountain by the end of this thing.
Alrighty, man. Mr. Reeves, congratulations on the win. Before I let you go, anybody you want to thank before I let you go?
Yeah, I got to give you a shout out to my fiance, Caitlin, for everything she allows me to do. We just won a drag race in real life last Saturday and won the track championship, and to do it in virtual life too is pretty dang cool. I consider it 3 wins in a row, but who's counting? Got to give you a shout out to Over the Top Motorsports. Me, Ron, and Jeff, we really dissected this track a lot during practice, and I think we came up with a great game plan, and fortunately one of us was sitting at the top by the end of this thing. John Hedrick, Over the Top Paints and Designs of this beautiful Mountain Dew Chevrolet Camaro. All I can think about is drinking a Mountain Dew after this, so I'm going to get out of here so I can start drinking some Mountain Dew.
10-4, buddy. I got one sitting here as well, believe it or not. I can take pictures for proof.
And hey, and a huge shout out to you up in the booth. Love getting the interviews from you, and I can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast.
All righty, man. We'll go celebrate with some good old Mountain Dew.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Let's get you up here in just a moment. Get old Scott Patton up here, see what he has to say about everything. Hey, Scott, Matt up in the booth, got a copy? Hey, Scott, Matt in the booth, got a copy on it, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
Well, my friend, that was an interesting race.
Yeah, definitely. Where to start? In the first half there, I knew Mitchell was going to be the one to beat, so kind of played the tire game a little bit, got out front. I told myself in the beginning I was going to save tires, and then we started passing cars, and I was like, well, so much for that. So we kind of got out front there and tried to keep it, and I watched Mitchell kind of drift back, and I knew that he knows his car inside and out, the tire wear, the fuel mileage, everything. So he's always got a plan. So I was a little bit worried in the long run, but then we had the caution, racked him back up, and then just had to kind of stay disciplined with him right on our bumper the whole time. Tried my best and made that one mistake there and turned it around there in turn 1, and that was that. So glad we could kind of fight back. We didn't give up. Fight back to P2 finish, and yeah.
Yeah, great run here tonight. Coming back to second again, you talked about the mistake you made there. Was it just one of them deals where the tires were completely worn out at that point?
Yeah, exactly. We were fighting anywhere from lap, let's say 25 to 30 on. Anything after that, it's kind of turned into being a 4-wheel slide going into the corner. So it's just a matter of controlling the slide, maybe a little bit better than the next guy, but everybody was kind of right on the edge of control there. I knew Mitch was doing the same thing, just trying to do it controlled a little bit better than the guy behind you, and we were right on that edge and kind of crossed over, stepped over, and Mitch, like he does, is right there to capitalize on it. So I know in the long run, this points, we got to minimize those mistakes big time. We can't be making mistakes like that if we want a shot at Mitchell in the long run. So.
All righty, man. Well, nevertheless, top 3 finish here tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank before I get ready to let you go, brother?
Yeah, it's a good start for our Northeast Motorsports Museum, Monte Carlo. We also got Stone River Outfitters, which is a fly tying shop that my buddy of mine owns. Put them on the back quarter panel there. And of course, all you guys up in the booth. Appreciate you with the broadcast, and John and Jeff and everybody that puts the league on.
All righty, buddy. We'll see you next week at Atlanta, my friend.
Thanks, Matt. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right, let's see here. We're going to get Andrew up here. Hey, Andrew, Matt in the booth. Got a copy, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Man, nice job coming home top 3 here tonight, buddy.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Wasn't an easy battle, but we survived.
Well, talk to me a little bit tonight. Once everything got spread out there at the end, was you hoping for a caution there at the end?
Yeah, we had one more set of tires, so that would have been nice to get a new set on there and have a close battle to battle it out short track style. But I just burnt off the right front, trying to stay with Scott and Mitch at the beginning of that run, and then got into a little trouble with lap traffic and fell back quite a bit. And Scott kind of had the same deal, I think, and so he had gotten around me with about 5 to go. But overall, I'm just glad to have survived and couldn't be happier with the top 3, I suppose.
Well, again, dude, good run here tonight. You held on. You got a top 3. It was a good night overall for that 09 machine.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Anybody you'd like to thank before I kind of let you go?
Just thank everyone that took the time to watch the race. Hopefully they enjoyed it. Everyone that goes on in the background and puts on this league for us and gives us a place to race on Tuesdays and really every day of the week here at Loose Lugnuts and Over the Top Design. So I want to give a shout out to them.
Alrighty, man. Again, congratulations on 3rd here tonight, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, folks. We're going to call it quits here. What a night to open up the season 4 of the Tuesday night series. The Over the Top Designs Throwback series, to be exact. And again, big shout out to Over the Top Designs, Mr. John Hendrick on Facebook. If you're looking for a paint job, look up Over the Top Designs on Facebook. He'll help you out. Great looking paints as always. Again, we're going to get ready to come back here next week, do it all over again here to next weekend. And again, that race coming your way next weekend over at Atlanta Motor Speedway, race number 2 of the season. Again, September the 29th, we head to Atlanta Motor Speedway. But again, it's been a fun night for me up in the booth. I don't say it very often, but it was a fun night. Thank you to everybody that makes this possible, and so much fun to come cover. But once again, we've reached that time of the night, folks. Everyone stay safe. Have a great rest of your night. I got to go get in bed. Thank you for coming and joining us. God bless all of you. We'll see you.